The general energy of your spring. This spring, the universe is not gently coaxing you from your winter slumber. Instead, it is orchestrating a sacred demolition to build something far more stable and joyous in your life. The story of your season unfolds in three distinct and powerful acts: the painful truth, the tangible opportunity, and the joyful homecoming. The necessary heartbreak. Your spring begins with the Three of Swords. This card signals that the season will be initiated by a moment of sharp, unavoidable, and painful clarity. This isn't a vague sadness. It is the piercing pain of a truth that can no longer be ignored. Think of this as the final thaw that reveals what was frozen and hidden beneath the snow. It could be the realization that a job is truly a dead end, that a relationship is not built on a solid foundation, or that a belief system you've held is now limiting your growth. This energy is intellectual and swift. It is the moment your mind finally accepts what your heart has been struggling with. While it will sting, this clarity is not a punishment. It is a profound gift, a necessary breaking of the heart, so that it can be reset and healed properly. It is the lancing of a wound that finally allows the real healing to begin. The golden seed. From the raw and honest ground cleared by the Three of Swords, something incredible is offered. The Ace of Pentacles appears as a direct result of that painful truth. The universe will not leave you in sorrow. It will immediately present you with a tangible, real-world opportunity for a new beginning. This is the golden seed of potential. It could be a new job offer that appears right after a layoff, a chance to move to a new home after a difficult separation, or a practical plan to build financial security after realizing your old methods weren't working. This is not a dream or an idea. It is something solid you can hold in your hand. It is a real path forward, a chance to build something stable, prosperous, and grounded. This ace is the universe's way of saying, now that you know the truth, here is the tool to build a new reality. The joyful homecoming. And where does planting this golden seed lead? It leads to the Four of Wands. This is the beautiful and celebratory conclusion to your spring journey. By embracing the painful truth and seizing the tangible new beginning, you will arrive at a place of profound stability, harmony, and celebration. The Four of Wands represents the joy of a solid foundation. It is the feeling of coming home, both literally and spiritually. It speaks of reaching a significant milestone and having every reason to celebrate with a community that supports you. This is the successful completion of a project, the happy settling into a new home, or the peace that comes from creating a life that is truly aligned with your values. The story of your spring. This season is a powerful journey from heartbreak to homecoming. You are being asked to bravely face a painful truth, knowing it is the very thing that will clear the path for a real, tangible opportunity to create a better life. When you accept this gift and build with it, you will end the season in a state of well-earned joy and security. Embrace the truth, plant the seed, and prepare for the celebration. Your love relationship this spring, the clarity of a shared future. This spring, your love life is not about finding happiness, but about what you choose to build with the happiness you already possess. The energy is one of powerful evolution, moving from a state of emotional fulfillment to the creation of a clear and conscious future together. The story unfolds in three distinct acts: the emotional zenith, the confident expansion, and the decisive breakthrough. Act 1. The emotional zenith. Your spring begins from a place of profound emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card, representing a state of domestic bliss, harmony, and true heart-level alignment. For those in a relationship, this is the feeling that you have truly found your person and your place. The foundation is solid, the love is real, and there is a deep sense of peace and joy in your shared world. For those who are single, this card indicates that you are entering the season from a place of complete self-love and emotional wholeness. You are your own Ten of Cups, And this is the magnetic energy you are radiating. This emotional high point is not the goal of the season. It is your starting line. Act 2. The confident expansion. You will not be content to simply rest in this blissful state. The Three of Wands shows that from this secure foundation, your gaze naturally turns toward the horizon. This is the energy of long-term planning and confident expansion. Together, you begin to look to the future, asking, what's next for us? How do we build upon this beautiful thing we have? This is the season for conversations about the long term. It's about waiting for your ships to come in, seeing the results of your past emotional efforts begin to materialize as future potential. You are moving from simply enjoying the present moment to actively co-creating your future. This is a period of active, confident waiting and planning, fueled by the security of the Ten of Cups. Act 3. The decisive breakthrough. And what solidifies this future planning? The Ace of Swords. This is the climax of your spring love story. An undeniable moment of truth, clarity, and decision will cut through any remaining ambiguity. This is not a painful truth, but an empowering one. This is the aha moment where a new idea or a clear decision is made. It could manifest as a direct and honest conversation that defines the future of the relationship. A mutual decision to move in together, get engaged, or start a family. For singles, a sudden, clear realization of exactly what kind of partner and future you are calling in, cutting away all other distractions. This Ace of Swords is the mental breakthrough that turns the vision of the Three of Wands into a solid, actionable plan. It is the moment you both get on the same page with absolute clarity. The story of your spring. Your journey in love this spring is one of powerful, conscious creation. You begin in a state of deep emotional happiness, which gives you the confidence to look toward your shared future. This period of future gazing culminates in a powerful moment of clarity and a firm decision that sets the course for the next chapter of your lives together. It is a season for turning bliss into a blueprint. Your work career this spring, the empire of success, and the call to a new beginning. Your career journey this spring is one of peak accomplishment. You are not building, you are reigning. You are not climbing, you are arriving. This is a season of reaping the rewards of past mastery, but it ends with a surprising and crucial piece of guidance for what comes next. The situation, a trilogy of triumph. Your experience at work this season is defined by three powerful cards of success and stability. Act 1. The Emperor. You are in command. The season begins with you fully in your power. The Emperor is the master of his domain, the architect of his own success. This is you in your element, in control, respected for your authority, and operating from a place of structure and discipline. You have built something solid, a business, a reputation, a project, and you are now ruling over it. There is no struggle for power. You are the power. This is a period of immense stability, where your long-term vision and hard work have created a well-ordered and successful reality. Act 2. The World. The cycle is complete. Building on that foundation of mastery, you will experience the energy of the world. This signifies the successful completion of a major, long-term cycle. A significant project will come to a triumphant end, a long-held career goal will be achieved, or you will reach a level of integration and accomplishment that feels like a true graduation. This is not just a small win. This is the capstone on an entire era of your professional life. There is a profound sense of wholeness and satisfaction that comes with this. You did it. The journey is complete. Act 3. The Four of Wands, the celebration of stability. The direct result of this massive accomplishment is the Four of Wands. This is the celebration, the harvest festival, the moment of communal joy. This card represents a stable and harmonious environment where you and your colleagues or community can celebrate this shared success. It could manifest as a promotion, a team victory, or simply the profound peace and security that comes from having built something wonderful and lasting. You have not only achieved success, but you have created a joyful and stable foundation to stand on. The advice, the paradoxical leap. After this epic story of mastery, completion, and celebration, the universe offers the most radical and brilliant piece of advice imaginable: the Fool. After building your empire, completing your life's work, and celebrating your victory, the advice is not to build a bigger empire. It is not to start another 10-year project. The advice is to take a leap of faith into something completely new. The universe is telling you, you have mastered this game. You have won. Now, do not let your success become a beautiful, comfortable cage. The greatest risk you face now is stagnation. The Fool urges you to embrace a beginner's mind again. Take all the wisdom and security you've earned and be willing to start at zero in a new venture, a new passion, or a new role that excites and terrifies you in equal measure. Your greatest act of power this spring will not be in ruling your empire, but in having the courage to walk away from the throne, even for a moment, to explore a brand new, unknown world. Don't just enjoy your success, leverage it to take the next great leap. This is a deeply introspective and powerful spread for your finances. It suggests that this spring is less about external gains and losses and more about a profound internal shift in your relationship with money and security. Your finances this spring, the great financial pause. This spring, your financial journey is not about aggressive growth or chaotic loss, but about a crucial period of stillness and reevaluation. You are being called to move from a state of frantic conflict to one of quiet, intuitive wisdom. The story unfolds in 3 acts: the inner conflict, the taming of the beast, and the sacred surrender. Act 1. The inner conflict. Your season begins with a feeling of financial struggle and competition. The 5 of Wands points to a state of internal or external conflict regarding your resources. This could manifest as competing priorities. The part of you that wants to save is at war with the part that wants to spend. Conflicting advice. You're being pulled in different directions by financial gurus, friends, or family. A sense of struggle. It feels like you're fighting just to maintain your ground, with scattered energy and no clear strategy winning out. This is a period of financial stress and disorganization, where your energy is being spent on minor battles rather than a cohesive plan. Act 2. The taming of the beast. In response to this chaos, you'll be called to access your strength. This is not about fighting fire with fire or adding more aggressive energy to the conflict. Instead, it is about quiet, courageous, inner resolve. You will find the discipline to tame the beast of impulsive spending or financial anxiety. This is the energy of patiently sticking to a budget, having the courage to look at your bank statements without fear, and gently guiding your financial habits rather than trying to force them into submission. You begin to manage the chaos not through aggression, but through calm, persistent self-control. Act 3. The sacred surrender. Here is the crucial plot twist of your spring. Your efforts to tame the chaos will not lead to immediate forward momentum or financial growth. Instead, they will lead you to the Hanged Man, a necessary and profound pause. This is a period of suspension. Your income may stagnate, an investment may not move, or you may consciously decide to halt all non-essential financial activity. You have done all you can with active control, and now the universe is asking you to surrender. The only way to move forward is to stop trying. This is a time for observation, for letting go of your attachment to a specific outcome, and for allowing a new perspective on your wealth and security to dawn. Your advice: trust your inner compass. So, how do you navigate this frustrating period of suspension? The advice is not to find a new strategy or to analyze the numbers more fiercely. The advice is the Queen of Cups. You are being guided to make your financial decisions from a place of deep intuition and emotional wisdom. Listen to your gut. Does a potential purchase or investment feel right and secure, regardless of what the experts say? Practice self-compassion. Stop beating yourself up for past financial mistakes. Nurture yourself and your sense of security from within. Prioritize emotional peace. Your primary goal this spring is not to grow your bank account, but to cultivate a feeling of emotional well-being around your finances. While you are in the hangman's pause, your logic and active efforts are suspended. Your only true guide is your heart. Your intuition will be the compass that leads you through this stillness and into a healthier, more aligned financial future. Your health this spring, an urgent revolution. This spring, your body is not asking for a gentle tune-up, it is demanding a revolution. This is a season of swift action, profound transformation, and new understanding, which must be followed by a period of intentional healing. The story unfolds in 3 dramatic acts: the impulsive charge, the point of no return, and the new diagnosis. Act 1. The impulsive charge. Your season begins with a fiery and impulsive burst of energy directed at your health. The Knight of Wands signifies that you will charge headfirst into a new health regimen, a fitness goal, or a lifestyle change with immense passion, but perhaps little planning. This is the energy of all or nothing, suddenly deciding to run a half marathon, starting an intense new diet, or pushing your body to its limits because you are eager for rapid results. This initial action is the catalyst for everything that follows. Act 2. The point of no return. This passionate, high-energy pursuit will trigger the central event of the season: death. In a health reading, this is one of the most significant cards. It represents a complete, total, and irreversible transformation. An old state of health is coming to a definitive end, and a new one is being born. This could manifest in several ways. The intense activity of the Knight of Wands could bring a long-dormant health issue to a head, forcing you to address it once and for all. It could signify the final, successful end of a long-standing illness or unhealthy lifestyle. The old you is truly gone. It may represent a major physiological change in your body that fundamentally alters how you need to care for yourself going forward. Whatever the specifics, this is not a minor shift. This is a point of no return. The way you have related to your body up until now is officially over. Act 3. The new diagnosis. Following this profound transformation, the Page of Swords appears. After the old has been cleared away, you enter a phase of seeking new information, truth, and clarity. This is the energy of diagnosis and research. You will be mentally engaged with your health, asking questions, speaking with doctors or specialists, and receiving new information that gives you a blueprint for your new reality. This is the moment you receive the test results, the new diet plan, or the cutting truth about what your body now needs. It is a period of mental energy where you must learn and adapt to the new rules that govern your physical well-being. Your advice: the sacred pause. After this whirlwind of action, transformation, and mental processing, the universe gives you the most critical piece of advice: the Four of Swords. You are being commanded to rest. This is not a suggestion. It is a prescription. Your body and mind have just been through a revolution, and the only way to heal and integrate these massive changes is through strategic, intentional rest. This is the card of convalescence, recovery, and sanctuary. Stop pushing. The time for the Knight of Wands' fiery action is over. More action will only lead to burnout. Allow for healing. True recovery happens in stillness. Your body needs time to recalibrate after the death experience. Quiet your mind. The Page of Swords can bring anxiety and overthinking. The Four of Swords advises meditation and mental quiet to let the new information settle. Your revolution requires a recovery. Do not skip this crucial final step. The greatest act of strength for you this spring will be to lay down your sword and allow yourself to truly heal. The life lesson: Healing present conflict with past kindness. This spring, the universe is teaching you a crucial life lesson about how to resolve the struggles of your adult life by reconnecting with the purest parts of your past. The journey unfolds in two interconnected parts. Part 1. The symptom, the state of conflict. You are currently experiencing life through the lens of the Five of Wands. This is a state of low-grade, constant struggle. It's the feeling of chaotic competition, where everyone is sparring for position. There is a lot of noise, a lot of scattered energy, and a distinct lack of harmony. This may be showing up as internal conflict. Your ambitions are at war with your need for rest. Your logic is fighting your emotions. External conflict. You feel you are constantly in competition at work or engaging in petty arguments in your relationships that go nowhere. This state of conflict is the symptom. It's the uncomfortable feeling that is trying to get your attention and point you toward the real lesson. Part 2. The cure, the return to innocence. The core of the lesson, the medicine for the Five of Wands chaos, is the Six of Cups. This card represents your past, specifically a time of sweetness, innocence, simple kindness, and uncomplicated trust. It is the memory of giving and receiving freely, without ego or agenda. It is your emotional home, the pure place within you that existed before life became so complicated. The life lesson you are learning. The lesson you are learning this spring is that you cannot win the Five of Wands battle by fighting harder. You can only end it by leaving the battlefield entirely and returning to the spirit of the Six of Cups. You are learning that the key to resolving your current struggles is to ask yourself, what would my most innocent, trusting, childhood self do? The answer is not to compete, but to offer a gift of simple kindness. It's to approach conflict not with a defensive stance, but with generosity and an open heart. This spring, every time you feel the chaotic, competitive energy of the Five of Wands rising, your lesson is to consciously choose the gentle, nostalgic peace of the Six of Cups. You are learning that your greatest power does not lie in your ability to fight, but in your ability to remember and embody the simple kindness that has been inside you all along. Inner development this spring, the surrender of the ego. Your inner development this spring is a journey into the shadowlands of your own mind. It is about finally confronting the anxieties you've been fighting and allowing a painful but necessary surrender. The challenge, the moon. Your journey begins in the landscape of the moon. This is the realm of the subconscious, where anxieties, illusions, and deep-seated fears swim just below the surface. There is a sense of confusion and uncertainty. You feel that something is off, but you can't quite see it clearly, which is fueling your unease. This is the source of your inner turmoil. The reaction. Seven of Wands. Your reaction to this internal fear is to fight. The Seven of Wands shows you in a state of constant defensiveness. You are standing your ground, protecting your position, and fighting off perceived threats. But because these threats are born from the illusions of the moon, you are essentially fighting ghosts. You are exhausting yourself in a battle against your own shadows, defending an ego structure that feels under attack. The result: Ten of Swords. This exhausting, shadowboxing defense can only lead to one place, the Ten of Swords. This is the point of total collapse and surrender. It is the moment you realize you cannot fight anymore. The defensive structure you've been holding up comes crashing down. This is rock bottom, the painful but final end of the struggle. This death is not a failure, it is a liberation. It is the moment you finally stop fighting the shadows and let the painful truth have its day. Your advice, Page of Wands. After this complete surrender, how do you move forward? The advice is the Page of Wands. Stop defending and start exploring. Instead of meeting your inner world with a shield, meet it with a spark of curiosity. The page urges you to take a risk on a new way of being. Channel that defensive energy into a new passion, a new idea, or a new adventure. Your path to healing lies not in building stronger walls, but in having the courage to walk out into the unknown with enthusiasm and a beginner's mind. Spiritual life this spring: the death of attachment. While your inner world is undergoing a crisis of fear, your spiritual life is experiencing a profound and necessary rebirth. The two are deeply connected. The essence, the Empress. Your true spiritual nature is the Empress. This is the energy of creativity, abundance, nurturing, and effortless connection to the flow of life. This is your soul's default state, fertile, creative, and divine. This is who you are at your core. The chains, the devil. However, this natural Empress energy has become trapped by the devil. This represents the attachments, limiting beliefs, and material obsessions that have kept your spirit in bondage. This is the voice of addiction, of scarcity, of "I am not enough without this thing." It is the illusion of powerlessness that has kept you from fully embodying your creative, abundant Empress nature. The liberation, death. This spring, the central event of your spiritual life is death. A great and final severing is taking place. The chains of the devil are being shattered. This is a profound, non-negotiable spiritual transformation where you are shedding the attachments, patterns, and parts of your ego that have kept you small. It is a death of the false self so that the true, Empress self can be reborn. Your advice, the Moon. How do you navigate such a monumental and potentially frightening transformation? Your advice is the Moon. This is fascinating, as the Moon was the source of fear in your inner development. Here, it is your greatest tool. The universe is telling you to stop relying on logic and the material world and start trusting your intuition. The path through this spiritual death and rebirth is not lit by the clear sun of reason. It is lit by the subtle, silver light of your intuition, your dreams, and your gut feelings. To navigate this profound change, you must learn to see in the dark and trust the wisdom that comes from the unseen.
Ice melts down, roots go deep.
General advice for spring: the great departure. Your primary task this spring is to consciously and deliberately move away from a situation that is already over. This is a season of necessary endings and the somber but liberating journey that follows. The action: Six of Swords. The advice begins with the Six of Swords. This is the quiet, deliberate act of getting into the boat. You are being guided to consciously leave a difficult, painful, or chaotic situation behind you. This is not a joyful, celebratory escape. It is a somber but necessary transition. It acknowledges that there is sadness in leaving, but the shore you are heading toward is calmer and offers peace. The journey itself is the first step of healing. The advice is to accept that it's time to go, even if you don't feel strong, and to allow yourself to be carried away from the turmoil. The reason: death. Why is this departure so crucial? Because the Death card confirms that the chapter you are leaving is not just difficult, it is finished. This is a non-negotiable, irreversible ending. You are not leaving something that could be fixed. You are leaving a husk, an old skin that you have already outgrown. Trying to stay would be like refusing to acknowledge that winter is over. The transformation is happening whether you participate consciously or not. The combined advice. So, the general advice for spring is this: do not be afraid to leave what is dying. The universe is telling you to align your actions with the undeniable truth of your reality. The situation is over. Your only job now is to pack your bags, get in the boat, and begin the journey toward your own rebirth. This spring, your greatest act of self-love will be to not look back.